Where do the concepts of vertical development come from? In fact, these concepts have been around for over 60 years, and they stem from a field of study that's been around for over 140 years. The field of study that the concepts of vertical development come from is developmental psychology. Developmental psychology started up in the 1880s. And from the 1880s until the 1960s, the primary focus of developmental psychology was on children. How do children develop? Primarily because we could see children develop essentially before our eyes. But adults, do adults develop? In fact, during this time, there really was very little focus on adult development, almost suggesting that adults don't develop, that one does not develop once one enters adulthood. It wasn't until the 1960s that developmental psychologists started to wonder, one, do adults develop? And two, if so, does everybody? And what we've found from this research is we now have two different streams of research. We have child development, and we also have adult development. And adult development is really where vertical development comes from. Now we've got to understand some differences between these two different phases of our development across our lifespan. When it comes to child development, there's a lot of stages that are identified here. And the development that occurs is rather natural. It's really a function of age, unless somebody has been unfortunately abused or maybe had some sort of medical disorder. Barring those facts, almost all children will enhance in their cognitive and emotional sophistication as they go from infancy to adulthood. And the pace of this development is really quite quick. When it comes to adult development, there's really three primary adult development levels. So what developmental psychologists have answered is that yes, adults can develop, but their development is no longer a function of age. It makes it a function of effort. And what this means is that not all adults develop. And the pace of our development really depends on us and how much effort we put into it. In fact, what the research has found is that 64% of all adults stay at the entry level of vertical development. They never vertically develop beyond their cognitive and emotional sophistication that they entered adulthood with. 35% level up to level 2, and only 1% levels up to level 3. And if you've seen some of my other material, you know that I call these different levels mine 1.0, mine 2.0, and mine 3.0. And vertical development is all about leveling up across these levels. But remember, this isn't automatic. It really is a function of effort.